back again with scrolls after our triumphant first two matches, the tutorial match and the very first easy easy AI match. And I'm coughing again. And you have to ask yourself, why the hell is this guy even streaming? He cannot speak without coughing. Oh well. Okay. Well, I between the last stream and this stream, I glanced through the deck, which we'll go to it here again. At least I think I glanced through all of it. Actually, I probably didn't. Let's look at let's just take a quick glance at the cards that I only have one of. Tool Initiate. When Tool Initiate's countdown is 0, you may increase its countdown by 1 to increase target structure attack by 1. Target structure's attack by 1. Some of these are complicated. We only have one, let's see, of Rigged Enchantment. We've seen that. We only have one of Iron Ogre. We've seen him. We have one Incendiaries as well. Opponent structures take 3 damage. I don't think we've seen that. Maybe we did. I may have just, since there were no structures, I think I may have spent that one once. Hellspinner Mortar. We've used... No, we haven't used this. I've seen this used against Lethal Frag, I believe. 5 damage, 6 hearts, so pretty nice. And again, I'm not sure what the relevance is of Lobber versus range. I think maybe Lobber, as we saw before, cannot do damage. It only does damage against structures and units. It does not do any damage against the enemy idols. So it kind of has a somewhat limited use in that sense. We have one Gravelock Outcast. We've seen that. We've used that. Gravelock Elder. We've used that. Ether Pump. We haven't used that. That's a structure. Interestingly, it says totem type structure. It doesn't have. It says 0 attack, 3 countdown, 5 health. But it's interesting when you read it. When Ether Pump attacks, okay, that's confusing. There's no attack. All opponent units are dealt 1 damage. Because I think the relevance here is it does no conventional attack. But when you attack with it, all of the opponent's units, does that include structures, by the way? Does the structure count as a unit? I'm not sure. Are dealt 1 damage. That's interesting. I have one Destroyer. I think I used that in the last game, actually. I'm just trying to look here. Let's see. I believe you can tell by the rattiness of the the edge of the scroll, its rarity. I'm taking it to mean that these that look like this are common. This is a little more ratty. I'm going to call that uncommon. Let's see. Does that look any different? No, that looks the same. How about this? Again, I'm looking at the border here. Looking to see if I have any units that count. Okay, this one, okay, is much rougher. So I believe this is a rare. So my understanding is there are common, uncommon, and rare scrolls. Cards, you can maybe consider them. That one's uncommon. Okay, that's another rare one. Again, I'm assuming. It looks like this is also rare, which I don't quite understand this one yet. We may have to see it in action. Anyway, okay. When I started out, my goal here is I've got 2 things. They gave me, when you buy the game, they give you 2,000 gold apparently to start with, and I've gained another 145 for my last match. And I think I'm going to go ahead and spend 1,000 on a scroll pack here. The idea. See, it says something in the description here. 10 scrolls picked randomly from all factions. You're guaranteed to get 2 uncommon and 1 rare in this pack. Lucky you. Oops! I just bought it. oh well. I keep clicking when I'm doing something I don't mean to do. Okay, here's what we got. This is I believe, an inner... I think I've been saying this wrong. I think I've been saying order when I mean energy. I need to figure this out. Well, this has got one unit. This costs one resource of either order or energy. I don't know which that is at this point. When enchanted unit receives damage, this is a Vengeance Veil enchantment. When enchanted unit receives damage, its countdown increases by 1. No, decreases. Okay, so we've seen an alternative to this. What else do we get? Okay, this is a growth that costs 1 growth. Elan Vital, I don't know how you pronounce that. Enchantment. Enchanted unit is healed by 1 health each round. Enchanted unit is healed by 1 health each round. Interesting. Okay, so it basically gives regenerate 1 point of regeneration per round. Healing faster than you get hurt will, in theory, let you keep fighting indefinitely. Yeah. Okay, here's one that is perhaps immediately of use to us. Although I think we already have at least one of these. Proximity charge, structure, wall. 0 attack, no countdown. So it's a structure, defensive structure. 1 health. When proximity charge is destroyed in combat, attacking unit receives 4 damage. When proximity charge comes into play, another proximity charge is summoned on an unoccupied adjacent tile without this ability. There was some Lethal Frag had some confusion about this initially, but because I benefited from his confusion by now understanding this. Basically what they mean here is that the second one that is spawned as a result of this card does not itself spawn a third, and that third spawn a fourth, and so on. You'll get 1 and a second, and that's it. One growth card here. Blood Boil enchantment. When enchanted unit takes damage, increase the unit's attack by 1. Argue I kill. Ra. Okay. 2 growth. Stone Pact Memorial. Structure Memorial. No attack. I didn't even look at the attack on the last one. Let's view it. It's enchantment. Oh, interesting, and rendering error here of some kind. Because are we somehow viewing both cards at one time? So we're not seeing the graphic. We're seeing the text, it seems, of both cards at the same time. Well, let's go. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and view it afterwards. So, yeah, it's stacking the cards here. This view is not working here. I guess that was it. Let's go to our deck builder now and see what's. Okay, now we actually may have to, properly build it. I wonder if this counts as a deck or not. Anyway, you can see we have 4. I'm confused. What is clicking this doing? Oh, okay, so it's toggles. I see. A little help here would be nice. I don't guess it matters too much. Well, no, we can probably tell from the store. Okay, yes. Okay. I've been saying it all wrong all along. My initial deck is an energy deck, which I thought it was when I bought it. This symbol is energy. This blue symbol is order. Okay, so we currently have 4 order cards, 4 growth cards, 52 order cards. I'm not really sure how to play a mixed deck. Let's see. It'd be nice to know what. See, I don't think we had this card before. Let's look at it again. Okay. Yeah, we looked at that one. I was gonna filtered this wrong. I was trying to look to see what we gained. Order-wise. We had that before. We had that before. Whoa. See, I think that may have been one of the things that we gained. I'm not sure if we gained 2 of them or had one before. I don't remember seeing that before. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. Tick bomb spell, destroy target structure. Yeah, I think I remember reading that now. Yeah, that's a complicated one I don't quite understand. Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure what we bought there. We obviously bought these. Metempsychosis, which is a order. Okay, I'm still having trouble keeping that straight, but okay, so that costs 3 order. Metempsychosis spell. Target unit you control is resummoned on the same tile. Okay, I guess that means restores its health. I guess you can take that to mean. That's how I take it to mean anyway. Consider the egg, the very image of unfulfilled potential, and you eat them for breakfast. It is an interesting comment, interesting thought. Okay, cost 1 order. One thing I'm thinking is, if I were to add this to my deck, given so few cards, I'm very unlikely to ever have 3 order resources. These one resource order cards, though, are again, I'd only have 3 more, 4 total, 3 of these ones here. It's still not too likely I'm going to get the resource to use these, but anyway, let's read it. It costs 1 order, purification spell, remove all enchantments from target units. Okay, not plural, not units, from target units. So, okay, disenchantment, basically. Again, costs 1 order, summons spell, draws 1 structure from your library. So I take that to mean you can, as long as it's a structure, you can play an additional scroll in that turn. Vengeance Veil, enchantment, costs 1 order. When enchanted unit receives damage, its countdown decreases by 1. When enchanted unit receives damage, its countdown decreases by 1. Okay, so it's like a stun, is how I would translate that. Which is to say it takes damage, and let's say it was going to be able to make an attack that turn, it won't be able to make the attack till the next turn. Or, again, 1 attack further forward in time. It's going to be delayed by a turn in making an attack. So not much damage, but well, here's an interesting thing. You enchant it, and this is going to, every time it's damaged, I assume it's going to, doing damage with another unit is required. And I wonder if this is, again, unless disenchanted, that's going to happen every time. So it's going to be not only this is not itself a stun, but it makes the unit easily stunnable. That's my translation. Okay, let's look at the growth cards. I've got rather more of them. Oh no, I keep forgetting these are toggles. So we've got this Blood Boil. We looked at that. Elan Vital, Elan Vital, I don't know. We look at that. Stone Pact Memorial. Don't think we looked at this. I think we've seen it though. So this is a memorial structure. Costs 2 to cast. So I'm unlikely to use anything since I only have so many of these. If I were to add any of these order or growth cards to my deck, it would probably be just the ones at this point, because I'm just not too likely to come up with 2 order to be able to 2 growth. I'm sorry, 2 growth resources to be able to even use this, summon it. Anyway, okay. When Stone Pact Memorial comes into play, increase order by 1, and that's interesting. This increases order. That makes me certainly more likely to throw this into my deck, because it would effectively increase my order, which is my primary resource. Well, let's see, what's this? vetter. I wonder how it'd be nice to have a Scandinavian or someone explain or what the proper pronunciation of this would be. But we'll say vetter. Vetter of the wild, creature vetter. 1 attack, 2 countdown, 1 health. So this is your basic weak character. But when Vetter of the Wild comes into play, increase growth by 1. Okay, that's handy. When Vetter of the Wild lessens play, decrease growth 1. So while it's in play, your growth resources increase by 1. So that's a value, but it should be noted it's easily killed, and once it's killed, you lose it by 1. So, I did gain 2 cards in order, but I'm really not too sure what cards they were. Let's see if we load our energy pre-constructed deck. Okay. This helps now. What's this button do? What I was hoping it would do. It sorts them out. So this is excuse me, the deck we started with. So the two cards we gained from that what's it called? Scroll pack. No. Hope this doesn't reset. It reset. Let's load the deck again. Sort them out a little bit. Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. Anyway, so we gained a Bombard spell. Costs 3 order to cast it. All units with range or lobber attack have their countdown increased by 2. Okay, we already have some of those spells. Let's see. Oh, it's right here at the front. We have. It seems like it should show you how many you have here more closely. Like I can't really tell here, but I believe they're. Yeah, is that okay? Maybe it's because I messed it up. Yeah, okay, so we already have 2 of these. That would give us potentially a 3rd one. It's kind of valuable because basically, if we're using a number of range and lobber units, which we have a number, basically it gives them the ability to pretty much attack on that turn that you use this. Okay, what else did we get? A proximity charge, and I believe, let's see, it's a little hard. What is the sorting here? Presumably alphabetical. Inferno, rigged, plating. Well, maybe that is the only proximity charge card we have. Costs 4 order units. Structure wall. It's a structure. When proximity charge is destroyed in combat, attacking units receive 4 damage. When proximity charge comes into play, another okay, yeah, we read about that one before. Let's just kind of back out of here and go back in again. I think that will, yeah, reset things here. Let's see. Okay, they're not in that. Sort them by name, please. Only care about the order cards right now. Plating. Okay, yeah, okay, we only have 1 of those. So, I'm inclined to go pretty conservatively. I guess what I'm saying is I'm inclined to keep my deck at 50 cards because if you think about it, the more you increase, the more cards in your deck, the lower chance there is of drawing any particular card. Now, Lethal Frag, again, I have not watched all of his streams, stream archive at this point, but he made a good point, which is to say early on, particularly when you're doing the single player missions, single player what's the proper word here? Matches is a good word. It's good to get it done. Not that I'm showing it at this point, but it's good to get it done quick and get that extra gold and be able to invest that gold in more and hopefully better cards. More is not that good, but more is really not important. But having, getting useful cards is. Okay, so let's say I were to. What's clear table do? Let's say if I I can load this, I can sort it out. Okay. Okay. Let's say I were to. Again, I'm forgetting the toggle. Let's say I want to add proximity charge to my deck, but I want to keep it the same size. Apparently I have 3 of these, but I never even saw one in the last game. So I really haven't seen these. I'm not really sure what the let's see. Okay, goo. Okay, goo lava. Units attacked by catapults of goo get +1 countdown. Okay, so they're slowed. It's like slowing is what I will call that. So that's of some value. But I think I'm willing to give up one of those to add this to my deck. So let's save the deck under energy plus proximity charge. And it's also minus the lobber, but I'm not going to worry about that. So let's save that. Now, how do I make it my... Of course, maybe this is something we haven't seen because we haven't had multiple decks. Just had this premonition my mute was mic'd, which it would have been useful to have it mute was mic'd. Mic was muted. It would have been useful to have it muted there, but I didn't. Well, I'm going to mute it right now, actually, and take a quick drink, and I guess we'll try another quick match. So, give me just a minute. Okay. Let's do a medium match. Oh yes, and here we get to choose our deck. So we're going to choose our new, very slightly modified deck against the medium AI.